Alright, in this video we are going to see how to create this to-do list. Let me type React.js Angular After Effect. The important thing about this video is if you refresh, the value is going to remain the same. This is what we are going to create with local storage, and we can make this completed, and if you right click, it will get removed. We are going to see how to create to-do list with JavaScript, and this is my 10-second JS work. In case if you want to learn, we have 100 plus tutorials about JavaScript mini works just like this. Now let me show you what this does. We can have our to-do list, like if I want to learn learn ASP.NET, I can enter it, and if I completed the task, I can remove this by right clicking it, and if you want to pause this, you can left click this and make this thing pause. Now let me add After Effect Shopify Commerce. So these are on list. You can pause this, pause this, pause this. If you have completed, right click this, right click, right click, right click. This is how it works. Let me show you how to create this. In case if you want to start along with me, I'll leave the source code in the description. Let's get started now. Now to start, we just need 3 files. Let me create those 3 files now. The first one is index.home. Let me name this index2.html, and the style sheet we need is style2.css, and the script file, which is script2.js. Now for the HTML, let me copy paste the code. It's really very simple. We don't need this h1. We just need a form tag, and inside the form tag we need a input field and some list item into 2. My image is not working. Let me type this first, second. Now if I show you, let us see how this. We have named this as index2.html. So this is how it looks. We need to link the style sheet, link the script file, and look again. All the styles are gone. We have to create this again on the style2.css. Let me just copy paste the font and the default styling for the browser sheet. Remove the margin and padding for all element, and add font family for Roboto for all element. So I want to make this text field at the center. So display flex align items center, and justify content center. Now to make this justify content center work, we need to add height, 100% of vertical height, sorry, viewport height. Now we got this at the center. We need to make this the color. I'm just giving random color, it's too dark. You can pick this over here, just click on this red color, or you can hover it. Let me make this light. Cool. Now let's design the form. We can directly access the element because it's very simple. That means we don't have advanced HTML. We just have the basic HTML, just calling this with the help of form, UL and li. So that let's have the width of 400 pixel, and for input let's have the width of 100%. It would take 400 pixel because the parent is 400 pixel, then the input field will be 400 pixel. Now we can have font. For font we can have padding 1 rem, top and bottom, left right 1.5 rem, and we can remove the border as none. Cool. And we can have the font size 1 rem. If we type, this is how it looks. Actually, it's font size. Cool. Now it's for the list, unordered list. We want to remove the bullet, so list style none. We need to remove the margin and padding. Padding 0, margin 0. Now if you see, now let's target the list item. We'll have the padding as same as the input field to maintain the design, and we can have the background as some light red. Hover on it. It's taking. Actually, while clicking this, it should work, but it's not working at all. We'll leave this slightly dark, and we can again have the font size. Font size is not there, so actually it's font size, not text size. I'm sorry for that, I got a little confused. Cool. In case if you want, you can make this 1.5 as well, because in the example we have used 1.5. We'll do the same thing for the input field as well. Where is the input field? It's over here. Cool. Now if you want, you can change the color to white. Alright. Now I think if li has class completed, then we need to make this text decoration as line through. Now let's try to add class completed to the first one. Class completed. Refresh it. Now you should see, let me remove this single colon. You can see it's a line through. Well, that works. Now it's time for the CS JavaScript work. Now let me take all the HTML from JavaScript. So these are the elements. Without wasting time, I have got the HTML input, I got the form, I got the UL, I got the LI. Now we need to add an event listener for the form. Add event listn here. Event listener, which is submit. When we submit, we want to run a function, and that function should do nothing. By default, when you click submit, when you enter on the input field and click enter, the page will reload. We don't want the page to get reloaded, so v dot prevent default will take care of it. And to get the input value, we have input dot value, and we can have this as to do text. And let me alert this and show you that it is working. Refresh this, type anything, click enter, and you should see what you have typed on the alert box. That works. Now what we need to do is, whenever I click on enter, I want to create an element. So document dot create element. In this case we need a list item, so we'll just store this as new. We will create a new list item, and we have to add inner HTML. Whatever is there in the input field, it should be inside the list item, and then append this list item to the parent, which is ul. Append child li underscore new. Let's just refresh this and search. Type anything, click enter. Type anything, click enter. So it is not getting saved. Inner HTML should be HTML. Refresh this. Type anything, click enter. type anything, click enter. Well, that works. And after appending it, we need to remove the input field value. So let's type React.js Angular, so that works. So let's just remove the hard-coded value, hard-coded input field. Cool. Now we can try adding React.js Angular Vue.js. Cool. Now when I when I left click, I want this to be completed. So what we can do is, over here, list item, before appending we forgot to add event listener, which is when I click on this, we'll pass e and e dot target dot I want to add a class list dot add the class is completed. So let's try, type anything, click enter. So you can see strike through is coming, and let's just make the cursor pointer, refresh, type anything, click enter, and you can see. And we want to make this, we want to remove the classes once we click again. So toggle GLE, refresh, type anything, enter. So you can see the class is getting toggled. And again you can make user select none, so the select, so it won't be selected. You can see it's working. The same way for the right click. So in this case it's context menu, CONTXT MENU, and we want to remove the default behavior, e.prevent default. If I say right click, this will come, this box, this context menu will come. We don't want that. And after that, once I right click, I want to remove the child, e.target remove. Now if I refresh, type anything, click enter, right click, removes. For some cases, for some reason it's not working. You can see, keep on typing, right click, completed, remove it, remove it, remove it, remove it. I think we need to have the bracket in order to make this work. Type anything, refresh. Now that's gone. Now it's time for the local storage. Inspect on the application, you can see local storage is blank. Now if there is a value which is to-dos, we'll name this as to-dos, and local storage dot get item, and again it's to-dos, and it will be stored as a string, so we need to convert it as an array. So parse, so it's json.parse, and it would have more than one value. If there is more than one value, so we need to have for each. So we can access one by one value using to-do comma function. We can pass the individual value here, and before that we have to create this as a function, and whatever we have written inside this, we have to make this as a function. So we'll name this as add to do. So create a function, give the same name which we have given, and paste it. And what we can do is, again, on each refresh, on each value we want to pass this value. Let's pass this value, single one by one value. we cannot see anything because there is at present there is no values. So once we have the value, so now since we are passing to do, we need to check if there is a to do. If to do, if there is no to do, so since we are passing to do here, so we can access the to do here. To do, if there is to do, so this comes when there is no to do. So if there is to do, then we need to check again whether the to do has the class completed or not. How we are going to do this? We'll check with the object which we are about to pass. Now everything would be same. Just copy paste the same thing above, except this line. This line will check whether there is completed or not. And we would be passing two values. The first one is text and the second one is completed. And on each update we would be updating the local storage as well. So this is a function we will be creating now. So while updating, we are getting all the list value and creating an array. So if there is more than one list item, then we are creating an object with this text and completed and pushing into this array to do, and then this to do we are passing it to the local storage. So stringify dot this is an array and we are converting it to string. So this is the function which convert the array to string and store it into local storage. And if there is zero list item, then the local storage will be cleared. Let me show you. Refresh this for now. Let me check the error. Cannot read property of null. So line number 8 is giving an error. So there is no local storage. That's the reason we are getting this. So we can have if there is local storage, then only run. Refresh it. So there seems to be no error. Let me type React JS, click enter, and check the application. Refresh this. It is not getting updated. So if you refresh, it would go off. So we are having a problem here. So I think let's work on the flow. So at present there is no to do. So this is going to run. So once this runs, so actually there is no to do. This is going to run. I'm sorry for that. We are appending all the values, adding the listeners, and then we have to update the list item. Refresh this, type React JS, enter, refresh. So you can see React JS is added. Let's search for not searching, let's enter Angular, click enter, refresh it. Angular is added. Click on completed, yes, uncompleted, so not completed. If you want to remove, right click this, refresh this, so it's gone. If you refresh again, it is going to stay. So there's a problem on refreshing. You can see on the local storage value is there. Let me type after effect, click enter. Enter is not working. After effect, there seems to be an error. To do is not defined on line number 9. On line number 9, to do is not defined. So There seems to be a space. That could be the reason why we are not getting this. Let's try the arrow function. So it's really simple. So after creating, the arrow function is gone, but it is not getting updated. So if there is value, so again add event listener, it's working. So I think we are missing the update part, just like this. So return, on else we need to return, and on input field let's check whether there is no application now. Now let's search, not search, enter React Angular and click refresh. So local storage value is there. Now local storage value is also not there. Refresh the page, refresh again. Let's debug this. If there is value, then this to do is going to work. If there is to do, then creating an element, creating a li, and adding completed class if there is completed, if it is true, then adding the txt, then passing the add event listener, and update, sorry, not update, where is the append part here? So the append part is missing. On refresh it should append. Let's search React JS, enter, refresh this. So you can see now it stays. So Angular after effect, refresh it, it is going to stay. Complete this, sorry, remove this, complete. Now remove the JS by right clicking this, again right click this, right click this. So I think the scope of this video is done. Let's try one last time. React.js Angular after effect ASP.NET. Complete this, complete React by left clicking, Angular completed, After Effects completed, ASP completed. Now to remove, right click on React.js and click refresh, it is going to stay. Right click on Angular, click refresh, it is going to stay. Not completed After Effects, refresh it, it is going to stay, and remove the After Effects unordered, it is going to stay. Refresh it, it is going to stay. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for listening.